Home papers.
Outside the studio, men confirm.
Let me say, I pass it. Thank you. And one
some son, I just open.
You, Medas. Ya pass it. You're going to say on papers or no or pass it. Have a memoir.
Mogame Joso.
If you have a code,
oh, Yamaduma,
I have an innocent.
Captain
Smart. Hey, Captain, what do you know?
And political evangelism. I be a drew knows how software I am out, cause spreading message.
Fantastic.
Be a Ghana.
Is he a political
Kumasi recently? Say political evangelism, they be another they preach it. Because we need to send a message to the doorsteps of the people. So we better their quasi.
Fantastic.
Because I be on my and I walk about honorable be able to open and as for year going to elections. And they see what the chimay. And I'm not sure say Ghana ni better sorry, you see it is handsome nubi. But Nema air code din actually says security of the average and ordinary Ghanaian going to this election. Yes. So state, you know, and not being so boni pahoban. Because they are willing to sacrifice millions of Ghanaians for power. Akufo-Addo Denedi 2020 Abraya court Techima Koba Mamfotu. Okachira say
few days.
Your friends a few regrettable deaths. Election na peaceful. This is the first time I go into election 8 people yakuomo on the spot. They've been seen in the history of this country. President and tenants say investigation cry into their depths, no. He couldn't. This gentleman go back to Techima and Okachira almost say Techima inform me wofu pa na mamamu region man to abama me. He couldn't even have the courage say or call family no any o mako kasa. That is a person so insensitive, so clueless. Very person na yeka. And I know me we say IGP press conference. Assuring stakeholders say, oh, there will be peace. Me say we a political party. Now we take it as IGP kana na wankasa we a joker na we nye serious. Because on the election day, the IGP will be benched. Reserve player and his bosses will be in charge of security in this country. And this IGP can't say, Nasa will take it serious as a political party. You are a joke because
regional the Omoya deployment, you know, in charge of deployment, you know,
yes. Now say Obiye Ayawaso West Wagon, am I we see from Lieutenant Colonel Okwakodru Brigadier General crime now committee, you know, he has been promoted.
I'm even talking about the police.
So asama IGP can we taking it serious one kasa we say because on the election day one kasa will be benched. Is the reason why Obian function the team say elections na ye kono Obi nsisi Obi. And ya Ghana for the Benya Kwenya decided because and now we can about what happened in Metro TV. Say broad day. This era where we live in a very civilized dispensation. Team democracy. Rule of law juma. Na police anybody armed men na yakobo TV station when they know say program air koso. Na sabi omo station even real crowd or moton was stadium and obi akokuni pa. Couldn't you wait? Sabi your mumba pom program no. But they rather went there with police officers.
Jimmy, almost said that they have a reason for doing that. Jimmy
Mugabe Mugabe. So for them to do that, you know, police need soldier need police need chira on one mra serving court order kana will serve will be executive court order then as far there are processes and procedures you go through. You don't invade the studio to extend that attack security men and as far bloody. The way a man is here, Sankaya private individuals na kwaya deal with ya. Who say, oh, ebi na umu ni mo left from their right. But police officers here train you more. This come back to say, police for now who mo senta di omo corner. Yes, and yansafo wom. Dodo na onim dia omo experience omo ye adwuma. But at the same time, you know, there are idiots. Omo eka ho. And the one we are average Ghanaian na wuti ono. How do you differentiate a fool from police ni onim yansa? A chance that elections like yakono nobody is safe. And I said the abaka hon aye kidnapping. Mugabe. Now no mami ya say oti Emirate ye first airport or ye adwuma. Obebesi a oye na adwuma. Yakọ kidnapping no. National security ne police for nyina de nema babo nti say omu nim ho hwe. For national security to issue a statement say omu nim maame no che na ye che no ho hwe. The question is say why na ekoche maame no? Because at the end of the day no evidence abada this she was adapted. by men in the police uniform then as a form my yet ne call baby tata na ye de obeye asipen because boy ya won friend bongo ideas on social media or church on near mine the same thing happened to no ya fa no ne call ye did ye beye nyina ye ne besim ne ye nya hu nipa o che no e de kidnapping ne sa abduction na beye order of the day the national security and other state institutions you know etimi use to creating a general sense of insecurity going into these elections enti abai enyan de na this election where ye koi they are ready for peaceful elections. They are ready to do everything, even about taking sacrificing the life of Ghanaians. Sabaya President Akufo-Addo betimi installing the puppet on this country, so that crimes no more committed over the years, you know. Obia enya daji investigate here. It tells you how willing they are to go. So I am no, unless you're taking your security into our own hands and going to elections, you know. Obia metie story say me kwa election ya ko wiame and I kwa bomini I say after elections that particular story it will not sell. So everything that it takes, protected the legitimate will of the people of this country going into these elections, you know. I say this Akwenya Ghana for no mu decide when the Akwenya be mano.
Very well.
Say wine, but say obibe use the state machinery, the security of the state, and the electoral commission. Say try to manipulate the will of the people of this country. Me say it will not fly in the face of anybody because Ghanaians have gone through a lot. Magabi. To when you hear Ghana, the Ghana for Nemo, and now we are journalists now to radio, so oh, yeah, programmer, you are not safe. Metro TV no mukoenum. The target then was your friend say Randiabi because Okana Jane Chirabine and they are furious about that particular thing. And there are several pieces of it in the media. Yahu Muko Kumasi, we all heard the name ACN as for, but in a democratic dispensation, no Obia Chirana Jane, Obia Nim. The Oka, and this will be Chirana. Why the attack? But actually, are binding him. Aduma boni omudo minor ye baby o minor kwakuduru ene until they just don't want to anybody say obeka asem beti omo but the reality is economic circumstances of this country e call for change because a Ghana for beda sorry na say bawumie na omokoto abama na ye betina sa akodwa wesu a na ne yes TV station abra program ekoso and in the ade we see here no unyehu statement ya issue from anywhere condemning this na asia ba ya condemn because abrantia na ya adapt no na bongo ideas so hwan ya kidnapping no besi nne hwan na time issue statement I say why investigation we na ye maame we dey ba ye it the same thing national security just issue statement say omonya part of it and hwan na kokoche no because you have a duty so obia kidnap you be in the broad day to investigate na wa be inform here but so when yes adman you're denying police is denying then it means that we are all not safe because we have a national security. You are in charge of internal security, investigation, intelligence, and what they are dealing with. So if you cannot provide such sensitive information to Ghana, then emphasis news. So that is what I'm saying, sir. All these state institutions, security sensitive ones, you know, they've all become stooges. So we a political party. Now we need to accept Madam Pareka say I don't know be in charge of security. He's lying because his bosses will bench him on the election day. Election day, you know, the interior minister. On in charge of security internally. So Otenasi no who say the security situations in Omayuna he can vary his status. Afraid the military anytime. So don't be fooled and say police for there, but already they have prepared themselves because Sana Moya year 2020 Omoyama political parties be abandon the vigilante groups Yakoduru Yano na ye soldier for the police for no dey two na second show munsema omu kunipa on the grounds on the day no na we ho hwea enye omu have demonstrated clearly and going into these elections no we Ghana ni na wo ha ma wani na ho ma wadwemu na ho na hu say abato na ye to no ye to abo ho ban ye tu aman no ama eku sure say we hold them accountable.
Mother say Avan Innocent live on TVS was it no so on power 97.9 mama ko honorable so go on into on the side they see your Metro TV.
Well answer na meko Metro TV crown amuga me bay na me tie nsemo na wo keka na niama ekokoso Ghana ni MPP 4 year electoral commission 4 year na me tie uga woni ma de ba ko a wo mo tipe no mo ye ma se wo mo ora woni what say woni ora operation recover or loot so munyate ora pe no obia eyama start itu
accountable
because omunyina menyi ekon enyimi all of them are into it omabokro no omadiawu woman ye ketasi sem ketasi she to the point to say obia nim say NDC government and the JM say JM kura twetwe ne ho Ghana for be force JM ema na ye investigation na baby amra no wose wode to no wode to nti omunya ti ora na obia yem ahye no say ko asemwaba. That's number 1. Number 2, woman say baby adu no Ghana for yenji trumu ntum. Masa, that's another thing. And before muntie ni ye Ghana for muntie. Woman ji trumu ntum. Once the first no na woman kan kakra amra Donald Trump when ya win say wom. Mini MP before ye call other radio stations. So mube yen ya sitting president and the vice Baumia wobe win to say near South American my friend say Kamala Harris obe win or no so the sitting president na ye pepe nti niemu pese mu no mube hu masa ana Donald Trump ye Kamala den wodi ni fi ho pan Donald Trump two things pe na ya kuntie pa dim ana ma Donald Trump yes number 1 economy no the way economy ni sitie American for sorry inflation enumpo ayi ni tika krabio enye Ghana die yi a 77 prebiasa usori anopa ubekona price na change enumro ubekona price na change change no na ebi di mo mafunu ya kete nya no o America die ni kitin number 2 Trump wa kanji say onu de sa LGBTQ ni ade no ono osoro nyame oso oto bible me di Quran ka ho ama na ko odi akoma every family of America because nyame bo two sexes pe obo female no obo male enami ba kura no na hu se transgender oso wo san executive fayibi ama transgender gender kura ne yatwam se bema ni bema oba odua ani dende anu na MPP for edimu akotene na akofo adu ani bawumia because of sika wo munya ya sponsor wo no no mani abre ana anye yie no masa akofa obi a ono kura de no opesa nka nkwada nketo na start homosexuality education napo ne say ya case no say edenyo nyame na odi ma yenyo baby obeko bia no wose entuma JDM bebia na po ko bia no wose entuma JDM because wo who light no enti won timi ndi introbium eho ansoso egusu ntene moga ye kan ni ye kan ko sise ni asinu ni anu omudi nam omani abere eye free SHS Evans free SHS upa kokofa kotie Angel FM on the 12th of August 2020 was see Akufo-Addo government clears 30.1 million free SHS debt left under JDM. Into Honso, we are enye yie.
Ti jo mama dey intimi free omo.
Dabi. From Akufo-Addo through to Baumia, they be a dey need free one. Because nyame na ahihye. Masa obi ye ni program.
Me say ojina ko na we campaign majo mama.
Oh, na say
you serious.
Babia anura me no obi sia.
Enye bi hotel. Enye obi onum tramo. Enye obi onum wi toffee. Water free wi toffee. Enye obi a onum under. Enye Aziz one shit wanye hwe wanye drug addict. Na need the hopa timiti we won abusu go be kwa kogina madina akoka se eishi.
Aye den na me kokasa.
We are sure say Mugabe amete kwa minya kwanya se ma ya urani meet e dey ama NDC me kwa kogina bebia aka se me Mugabe eshi
da bi ani say
se bibi techema
na e wona kumam onimpe fe se eye NDC eneba enti no o ka ne preko
aye serious
na ba amewa
o urani meet o ye campaign mama
Muga for the first time in the history of this country Ghana fails to settle their debt. Yentimi
see in debt.
A binsida. When we in a chino, baby a $1 in the num. And net kwa bank. First police on the buyer, almost say, won't me $1 won't me from to bank. $1 so a bank, I won't me conco ye. Now ko ya, and besides our day. Almost who ko ya. A buy Baumia where the head of economic management team so ko ya they call black market. entino ye ma wunyi enenso kura bi na odi kwa kotum nso a yesi boy Mugabe for the first time in the history of Ghana sankofo we almost say kro no wo titi up and sign and there is nothing that they can do again.
Very well.
Say ni omo na mo ya ni say and na say hu
to hu say change ba
na say change na inshallah ba wi
change na na dey no hu
change no anya Ghana na hia change o change ni hia Ghana na the office Canada Japan smo ke kanu was wo mu bokro no awie Ghana sikati say Ghana ye free ne e free china Ghana ni obium masa anya me na me kan yo tie nie ohini nto e kan ye wasi baby a MPP baumia di Ghana ko duri na se Ghana fotimi to aba ama baumia MPP dia eni ono onim description of Bama Ghana for eno kwa so masa look at where ye kan nyina eto omo da so lutu kronu no omo bo bre champon sabi bre champon so ko soja oko huru nchansi we ayi kitchen porter and ne bre champon ba ba be ma warning say ya we ni ko mfa maye who born you by mistake na say no nim me feel say democracy the enemy of democracy in Ghana is Bosman Asare abeda hope fe one ensem a krono no motra so mbebo obi timi ka se mi tua 600 million titisikano adiama electoral commissioner district electoral officials so amunje no mo ma baumia we ni no mo ma onu so we ni na nyame nchade ade anka nipa miensa kwa ede eye den na abeda ede ne ye bonu bebi e enya no nko a moga o makoye meetings our Lister hotel look meetings bebi on be ye bia a pobium bebobiano ne pona be da bontin because what is written
is written.
It's written.
But I say on Abusugu, Amuzu about clinic, the Amuzu Garlic bitters in a boy, baby, and num said they be a bit to me about reduce too high a blood pressure, how many miles high sugar level, no abua support or pancreas. Now will be a 1 year stroke, no, you be now no ma, a boy, ye papa, some boama, a cholesterol, a fin, pedri anymore. Herbal shop, pharmacy shop, the whole Ghana, be a to baby, 0247776743, 0247776743, offer. Amuzu obejo so power specialist about hospital semen can show hepatitis A B C D eliminated to fatty liver sciatica process problem no mpeni baby na atechema ulcer compo ana apropro ni ne kan nyina ne fibroid fani nyina no ekodan ye power specialist about hospital mo bitumi abo ye papa hwe o machira kwan e wo fi ya sile bosomi kwantemo no so no asante mantem kumase